We went to Football Park to see the clash between Sturt and Central Districts. A very important game for both sides. Sturt on top of the ladder. Howard pulled out for Sturt before the game, and so they had Fry, Graham and Craig with state commitments and Brendan Howard injured. Hollis, Smith and Peter Reid into the side, and Brand came up from the reserves. Hutton went to centre, Motley to a half-back flank, Zubernick to a half-forward flank, and Brand went to the interchange bench. And Jack Odie was at the game, of course, sitting alongside of John McGuinness. For Central Districts, they lost Wright and Platten with state commitments, Moore injured, and coming into the side, Bubner, Rusciak and Pryor. Central Districts had a very big win over Norwood last week. They were just out of the 5 on percentage. They were in 6th position. It was most important that they registered a win against Sturt. Sturt had won brilliantly against Port Adelaide last week, and of course had been superb in their win at Glenelg the week prior to that. Davies kicked toward the golf course end. We thought it was suited by a breeze in the seconds and the reserves match prior to the league match. That had been the scoring end. It didn't turn out that way. Central District started magnificently. We pick up the big replay in the early stages of the second quarter, and in the commentary box with me is Robert Oatey.
Playing very well at the moment, Central Districts. A lot of run, a lot of movement. They're playing in front. There may be not a great deal of finesse in some of their play, but there's certainly a great deal of effort at the tackle and the movement.
Trick to bring her back in for the Bulldogs. Low drop punt, gets a bit of distance though. Look for Bubner. Derrington's quick handball. Basenko onto his left foot. He's a long way away from Davies, which is interesting. Basenko's high drop punt. Bytheen and Pate. Trapped well by Downs, or Wilson I think it might have been. Quick kick by Sturt through Whittlesea towards the half-forward flank. Derrington's got it. Derrington's got time to steady. Drop punt towards the goal front. He's going to go close. He's got it. That's the first goal to the Double Blues. After 2 minutes of the second quarter, Derrington took his time, was deliberate, and through it went, and Sturt a 1-4 to 7-7.
Jim Derrington's playing quite well actually on the ball. I think the Sturt Rovers is okay, but they're certainly not good enough in the ruck roving area, where Dean Mobbs played an absolute gem of a first quarter to set up the game for Central Districts. His play across the centre of the ground were enabled Krieg to run free across that centre area along with Gillies, who moved in from the half-forward line to give Centrals a good start. Now Sturt coming back perhaps. 7-7 to 1-4.
Spiel and Bubner. Derrington playing well, as Robert said. Toward Pfeiffer in the pocket. Norton will go for the spoil. Zubernick's got it. Quick handball is missed by Derrington. Hearn's handball to Rowe, then he shepherds Radbone. Played it well, Hearn. He might have hurt his leg though. Rowe towards the half-forward flank. Downs went for the spoil against Edwards. Edwards and Downs had a good duel in the first quarter. Pake's got hold of it. Handball very good to Heinrich. Again very good to Radbone. Radbone from the centre wing. Smith getting back on it. Oh, fine mark though in defence. A falling mark taken by Trick. Went to play on, caught by Sims.
And open hand at the handball. Very lucky to get away with it as he gets it to Graham. And Graham onto his left foot, around to the half-back flank, where it's marked out there by
Trevor Rowe. And it was a strong mark too in front of Chris Rowe. Rowe's playing well. Half-back flank. It's his 4th kick, short towards Graham. He's been one of Central District's best players this season, Graham, on a half-back flank.
Very good mover, Philip Graham. Got lovely movement and run.
Drop punt by Graham. Spiel got underneath it. Graham hooked it a bit. Left Bubner a sitting shot, and Spiel took the mark on the half-back flank. Spiel's working hard for the Double Blues. Been a fine player for them this season. He's taken Carey and Johnston on in the last 2 weeks and beaten them, but he might have his hands full with Cousins today. Central District work it out, and they'll get a free kick for a push in the back.
Rick Davies is not doing the job at centre-half forward at all at the moment, Bruce. He's in a bit of trouble here. Grant Zubernick not giving Sturt much opportunity across half-forward, and Centrals are rebounding from that line. Jim Derrington's playing well. Philip Heinrich starting to pick up a couple of kicks, which he'll need to do. He's playing as a run-on-ruck this afternoon. And from the back pocket, it's Norton. Clearing for Centrals out wide to the wing. From the back, it's Wilson. He's penalised, but in fact, I think he was very unlucky. I think his opponent, Livesey, shepherded and just put his body back into him. And he's got the free kick at centre wing. Umpire making him kick over the mark, and the kick goes into half-forward. Bytheen comes forward. He backhands Timmy Pake as he went for the ball and gets a free kick against him.
Good decision, that one.
It was a reportable offence.
Kick by Pake toward the centre wing. Davies, Spill's got it to Wilson. Here's some run now. Oh, Wilson made some space. De Hollis, spoiled by Trigg was good. Smith and Zubernick, back to Hollis. Should kick a goal. Steadies. Gonna go close. He's got it. Now the double blue starting to get some run. Hollis gets his first goal, and Sturt get their second, and they're 2-4 to 7-7.
Sturt playing a little bit better. A little bit of rebound they got from that free kick from half-back. Very careless bit of play by Peter Bytheen. I don't think that's at all necessary. If he can't make the yard for the ball, then he's got to keep going for it. His team playing very well, and they need him to be concentrating on the ball on all occasions. Sturt now trying to make a bit of a match of this.
Back in the centre, they're making a match of it all right. They're getting right back into it. They're 5 goals behind, I know, but 3 minutes ago they were 7 behind. Gillies has got it. Gillies around his body. Whittlesey against Norsworthy. Norsworthy did it well. Almost should have got one for a leg. Wilson's handball was very good to Norsworthy. Norsworthy on, but Pake's got it. Oh, Bytheen charged into him hard. Good footy. Into the pocket. Bytheen's playing well. Tackle on him was good. Downs. Gee, that was close to out of bounds when Bytheen got it, and it'll be a ball up.
See, that bit of play by Peter Bytheen, then when he put the body in, there's nothing wrong with that. That's football. It was very well done indeed. Created an opportunity for his team. It's Bytheen and Pake. Bytheen with his hand on the ball. Derrington goes through. Can't take possession. Casey hasn't got it. Bytheen picks it up. Bubner waiting in the goal square and shoots through Central District's 8th goal.
Bubner's first. It's 8-7 to 2-4. Magnificent play by Bytheen.
Oh, yes, Bytheen playing well. The point is, though, that they're having a little bit of that ounce of luck that goes with that bit of confidence they've got up now. Central's just moving the ball forward practically at any cost at all. They're not worrying about the accuracy so much as just creating the opportunity at the moment, and their players are taking advantage of that opportunity on all occasions.
8-7 to 2-4. 7 minutes of the second quarter gone. Bad bounce. Rusciak took it out of the air with a quick kick towards Bytheen and also Pake. Bytheen did it well, allowed it to go to Krieg. Krieg on to Norsworthy. Norsworthy's going to kick one. Magnificent play again by Central Districts with the movement. That's Norsworthy's first. It's 9-7 to 2-4, and there are 2 important goals because they've stopped the Sturt run. Umpire Mead holds the ball along. 3 goals at the start of the last quarter. Central District in front, 16-13 to 13-13. Mob's back on for the Bulldogs. Very poor bounce. Krieg grabbed it.
Well
Left foot around his body. Derrington stopped it. Quick handball on by Van Dommel. Tackle on Reid was quick by Hearn. Graham and Hutton. Hutton works hard. It'll be a ball up.
They're all getting in after the ball there, Bruce. It's beautifully done by Krieg on that spin out of the centre then. Kept possession, but he couldn't get the ball away.
Central led by 7 goals at quarter time. 6 goals at half time as they give Mead a cheer. And they led by 3 goals at 3/4 time. Bytheen's quick kick towards a half-forward flank. Rusciak has kicked 4 goals. Whittlesey had a very good third quarter. Rusciak fighting with Livesey. Whittlesey's got it.
Beautiful handball.
Gives Derrington the chance. Derrington's kicked 4 goals. Was Sturt's best when they were getting beaten. Handball set up beautifully for Zubernick. Zubernick towards the goal square. Davies sets himself. Graham chips in. Tackle very good by Smith holding the ball.
There's that decision again, Bruce. Both arms grabbed. Ball fell from his hand. Play on. Holding the ball. Player going for the ball. He might have been a little bit slow in the initial stages, but when the tackle was put on, the ball just fell from his hands. He didn't attempt to bounce it. Very unfortunate.
Smith has kicked 1 goal, 2. Drop punt by Smith is as straight as a die. Goal umpire stood motionless. Sturt within 2 goals. 14-13 to 16-13.
See, that was a great try to mark that by Philip Graham when that ball went in there then. He flew very high into the air. Grant Zubernick brought the ball across to the centre of the ground, trying to find the loose players who'd run up there, when perhaps he might have been more advised to go to the full forward area where Big Rick Davies is waiting. However, Sturt with a bit of luck, got a goal.
Gillies is off for Central Districts. I can't find him. Mob's on. They'll run them from the bench, I think, in this last quarter because Hicks must know they need some run. They haven't had it since halfway through the third quarter. Spill, Wilson, Cousins. In the back, Norsworthy takes the free kick.
Yes, Norsworthy falls over the more players on the ground than out there this afternoon. He's not really keen to take hold of the ball and give it away, but he's picking up a few frees because of it, and obviously while he's going to do that, 2 Central players flying again. Ball coming up the wing. Darryl Smith won't have the pace of Graham, but he's got to compete in the air with him. Trigg, well done. Read it beautifully off the fall of the ball. And he handballs it forward
to Rowe.
Rowe, the centre wingman, right into the goal square. Beautiful kick. Pate goes to drag the ball when he should have put his body in. Bytheen runs right into the full face of goal and kicks it sideways. What a very costly miss that is for Central Districts. Through for a point. Central 16-14, Sturt 14-13.
I think he might have run too far there, but I think for his own good, he just kept running and running. He definitely ran more than 15 metres.
What he shouldn't, he probably was waiting to get penalised.
Kick by Casey, bad miss by Central District. Cousins from the back. Zubernick runs around Krieg. Oh, smothered by Van Dommel. Back to Zubernick. Zubernick goes over to Motley. Motley from the centre wing with a long one. Davies and Vasenko and McKay. Davies pushes him out. Free kick against Davies. It'll be a free kick against him.
Right.
And the umpire was right in the position.
What would Rick Davies then? One player shepherding again. They're playing 2-on-1 up there. And Rick's going to argue and just let him run away unopposed.
Van Dommel
don't need. And Van Dommel takes it on the half-back flank. He looks towards Trevor Rowe. He takes the easy mark. Beautifully placed kick for him, and he kicks it into the centre half forward area. Front position there to Downs. He overruns the ball though. Edwards takes possession. It's a bit of a wild handball to Pake. He's got the pace and movement. Another dodge. Oh, I don't believe it. He put the ball behind his back. Basketball. Over the top of half forward. Smith can't get it. Norton takes possession. He's run over. Caught flat-footed. The ball's just a bit of a stalemate there. Right in the forward pocket. How was Pate there?
Unbelievable.
I thought that was Goose Tatum. Do you remember him from the Harlem Globetrotters?
Bagshot his best, I'd say, when he just trapped it behind his back. It's 16-14 to 14-13. Davies, Vasenko, Norsworthy. This is a tremendous test for Central District now. This top team are putting the pressure right on them. Rowe, and it'll be a ball in. Cousins down in the back pocket for Central District. That was very close to out of bounds on the fall. Must have just hit the line. Hollis and Trigger there, but it'll be Davies and Vasenko. Davies used the body beautifully. He waits for Radbone to make the position. Radbone to Hutton. Hutton didn't take it, one grab. He can use Radbone. He didn't. Steadied. Long kick by Hutton to the goal square. It'll be a behind, and Sturt within 2 goals. 14-14 to 16-14.
It was a beautiful handball by Radbone because Hutton was flat-footed, and if he'd have underhit the handball and Hutton had to go forward to it, he would have been tackled easily, but he gave it plenty of strength, and as a result cleared his head and gave him a chance. A beautiful kick out. Sees Trigg leading across the ground, and he takes the mark. Head of Hollis. Hollis done a good job at centre half forwards as he's been shifted there. Trigg clearing down the wing in front of Peter Bytheen, but Pate attempts to spoil. I thought he was going to. Beautiful mark, Peter Bytheen.
Strong hands there because Pate certainly made the effort. Bytheen from the centre wing, a loose kick toward Edwards. Edwards and also Downs, and it'll be a ball in.
Looking very tired, Peter Bytheen, but so is Timmy Pate. He's not running back with him. Bytheen getting up there to contest the ruck with Frank Spiel.
Spiel and Bytheen, shoulder to shoulder. Spiel over the top. Wilson and also Livesey tapped it out. Spiel. Motley made the effort. Couldn't get rid of it, but recovered well. Quick kick towards Cousins. Hollis tapped it on beautifully for Derrington. Well done, Trigg. Hollis won it back. Gave it across to Zubernick. Beautifully done, Trigg.
Free kick. Missed it.
Livesey. Run down beautifully by Reid, and it'll be a ball in.
Now that umpire, they're the decisions he's been paying holding the ball for. Same umpire, wasn't holding the ball. He's made the correct decision.
Bytheen against Spiel. 2 goals of difference. Magnificent game it's been. Quick kick by Van Dommel. Livesey. Tackle was quick, and it'll be another ball in.
I don't know where they got that ball from, Bruce. I think she came out of one of the original games back in 1803.
She's got a very dark red colour to her. Bytheen and Spiel. Spiel to Derrington. Beautifully done to Pake. Pake sold the dummy. Magnificent drop punt. Heinrich flies against McKay. Graham. Reid tackles. Graham kept his balance to Cousins. He'll use Norton. Now here's danger for Sturt. Fife will get to him now. Oh, could be after disposal. No play on. And a splendid mark by Edwards at centre half forward.
He's a good mark because Andrew Downs was jumping high then. And he outmarked him. A beautiful mark.
Might have hurt his shoulder down. A kick by Edwards to the goal front. Bubner sets himself. Whittlesey. Norsworthy and Whittlesey. Norsworthy plays for it. Throws it out to Rushak. He's going to nearly kick a goal. Motley back on it. Oh, just kept it in play. Kicked by Motley to the half-back flank. Radbone against Rowe. Downs. Downs works it in front of him. Radbone. I wonder if Edwards knows he's a left footer. Made no difference. Radbone had too much pace. He'll get around Mobbs. 2 bounces. 3 bounces. He'll want to do something. Over to Spill. Spill made it. Over the top to Hutton. Hutton shrugged the tackle off. Long handball to Smith. Smith can kick a goal. Smith has kicked a goal. There's a goal the difference. Smith's got 3. It's 15-14 to 16-14 after 8 minutes.
Philip Graham, they're devastating players attacking half-backs. But he ran down to the centre of the ground then. He wasn't interested in Darryl Smith. When the handball came up there, beautiful disposal by Spill across to Hutton. And Hutton with sheer body strength shrugged himself free and finds Darryl Smith standing on his own with Philip Graham chasing a kick up to the centre of the ground. Cost Central's a very important goal.
Bubner and Spill. Sturt are a goal behind. They're roaring at Football Park. Bubner won it. Derrington. Quick kick by Mobbs. Motley's done a couple of important things. A quick kick off 2 steps to Smith. Smith gets around Graham. Davies will set himself with Basenko. Too far for both of them. McKay got back quickly. Left foot under pressure. Graham can hardly walk for Central District. Piper's got it. Goes back. Looks towards Derrington. Derrington's kick is close. He's got it.
Oh,
hit the post. Hit the post. It looked as if it was going to go through, and it'll be a free kick to Central District, and it'll go to McKay. It's not being paid.
Good decision by Peter Mead there. Picked out a very important one, and just as the player was going for the ball, he was interfered with.
Centre half back, he's almost come out with a 15-metre for McKay. High kick, there's still a goal the difference. Spiel and Bubner in the front spot. It's gone to Paul Hollis. 1 goal the difference. Sturt 15-14. Central District 16-14. Hollis knows Davies is in the square. He aims it for him. Davies against 2, off hands. Almost a quick kick. It is by Smith. Touched off the boot.
He kicked it.
Touched off the boot.
Smith kicked the ball.
I think the Central District player touched it because the goal umpire immediately signalled it and it's a behind.
Love to see a replay of that, Bruce, because the Central District player was standing upright. The ball was kicked by Smith.
Dramatic finish to what's been a marvellous game. We've only been playing 10 minutes of the last quarter. McKay brings it back in. There's 5 points of difference. Central District led by 10 goals, 2 in the second quarter. Mobbs taps it on. Livesey back toward Mobbs. It'll be a ball in on the centre wing.
Magnificent bit of work there by Zubernick. As that play was on, Mobbs ran on to retrieve for his team, but Zubernick put enough pressure on to force a handball out of bounds. Spiel and Bubner. Bubner with strength. Out bodies. Beautiful handball there by Rusiak. Cross to Livesey. Livesey going wide. Looking for Bythene. Whittlesey tackled. And when he never had possession, Bythene unloading him. Peter Bythene must be careful with that play. He did a couple in the early part of the game. Whittlesey relieving for Sturt. It's a long kick up towards Spill. And he's read the ball absolutely perfectly, the big fellow.
Played very well, Spill.
Yes, he's come into the game a lot since the half-time interval. Got a lot of endurance. It's a high kick, not going far. Darryl Smith starting to come good now. Not a very quick player in these days, but he knows how to kick it into Davies. 1 out, and he's done it. He's got it. He's got it.
No, he's not going to play it. It hit the ground. I think it hit the ground. I think he's made the right decision. We'll have a look at that on replay. The Sturt fans hate it, but Davies with the 1 hand and the ball went to the ground.
He controlled it all the way, though.
Ball up, 5 points of difference. Bubner and Davies. Davies grabs it over the shoulder. Hearn sets himself with Reid. Reid's got an opportunity. Graham throws himself on top of it with Derrington, and it'll be a ball up.
Peter Mead's practicing his bounce out there. He's a bit tight. I imagine how he feels.
16-14 to 15-15, 5 points of difference. Davies 2 against him. Central District thumping towards the boundary line, and it'll be a ball in.
It's a tight game, Bruce. The umpire, he can't afford to make a mistake at this stage, and the players can't either.
Davies against Bubner. Bubner over the top. Davies won it, but Central District almost got the run of it. Pfeiffer, Rusiak. It'll be a ball up.
Quite right.
Good decision. Derrington's tackle was fierce. Rusiak's arms were held. Peter Mead.
Wonder what would happen if it was at centre wing, though.
Mead with a smile on his face.
Quite right.
Davies against Bubner. Davies put it down to Smith, the Pfeiffer. Quick tackle by Mobbs. And a free kick to Pfeiffer at centre half forward for over the shoulder. Too far out for the little bloke.
He's got to wait for a while too. Give Davies a chance to at least settle himself. Bubner and Basenko, 2-on-1. It'll be interesting to see who does the shepherding.
They're both with Davies as Pfeiffer sets it up towards Rick. 3 of them jump, and it'll be a ball in. What a game it's been. Central's led 7-7 to 3 points at quarter time, 14-9 to 8-9 at half time, 16-13 to 13-13 at three-quarter time. Sturt within 5 points. Davies uses the body. Back to Pfeiffer. Snap by Pfeiffer. He's got it. Beautiful play, Davies to Pfeiffer. That's his first, the little fella. And Sturt have hit the front for the first time in the match after 13 minutes of the last quarter.
Rick Davies lying down to have a rest. I don't know why. He's absolutely driven himself into the ground since about the 20-minute mark of the second quarter. And that was a beautiful kick by Pfeiffer. And Philip Graham, I don't know whether he's injured, he's being brought off. And Pryor's being brought on for Central District to play on the half-back line. Darryl Smith is starting to take a bit of control.
Pryor on for Central District. They're behind for the first time. Spill over the top. Norsworthy took it. Big test now for Central District. Norsworthy's going to get the free kick.
He knows how to get him, this fellow. He falls over every time. Plays on, though, with some good handball. Mobbs back into the play, and they need him to be. He just walks around them, kicks the ball high into half forward. Wilson behind Livesey, and Livesey takes the mark.
Livesey from half forward. He's got a lead from Bything. Superb kick. Gave the Sturt defender not a hope in the world when Bything takes the mark in front of Pate.
In these tight games, Bruce, Ray Wills will look at it after the match and say, why didn't I fish that ball?
It's Bything who's kicked 13 goals this season. He hasn't got one today. An important kick. Drop punt by Bything. He's got it. Centrals are back in front. It's 17-14 to 16-15 after 14 minutes, and Bything gets his first goal for the game.
Yes, Sturt a little bit loose. As I said, Ray Wilson could have gone for the spoil, even if he'd have knocked his opponent's arm and brought the ball to the ground. And then a beautiful kick by Peter Livesey to Peter Bything leading out, and Peter Bything's kick, magnificent kick under pressure, puts Central's back in with a 5-point lead.
Gilly's starting to warm up with Graham to go, both going for a walk on the bench for Central District. It's Cousins, Spill, Central back in front. Sturt led for about a minute. That's the only time they've led all day. Livesey, handball very good to Norsworthy. He's getting some important kicks. He's got Rusciak, almost a one-hander. Whittlesey bumped at the bad time. Krieg's on a half-forward flank. Downs works hard, and it'll be a ball up.
Good bit of footy up there at half-forward by all players. Going for the ball then, very strongly. Good bit of smothering by Sturt. Keeping themselves in with a chance.
Norsworthy's had 20 kicks for Central District. Spiel against Bubner and also Bything. Down towards Norsworthy. He looked for a free kick. Wasn't paid, and it'll be another ball up.
He's had more free kicks than anyone I've ever seen playing league football. Still, he's going for the ball. Good luck to him.
Bything and also Bubner against Spiel. Spiel's done a mighty job. Bubner's played well. Spiel won it with a long thump. It's worth a kick. Rowe in front of Radbone. Rowe works it in front of him. Radbone almost took it off him. Mobbs has been set up with it. He'll get it on quickly to Krieg. Fight will try and run him down to Norsworthy. Norsworthy from the pocket. Kick towards the goal square. Edwards, nearly a one-hander. Play on. Hake. Handball was superb. Out to Whittlesey. Cool in the crisis Sturt at the moment. One bounce, Whittlesey. Wilson will try and run him down. Long kick over Hearn's head. Hearn tries to get back on it. Hollis's touch is magnificent. One bounce. Oh, he shouldn't have.
It's a bad ball, Bruce.
Well, it's going to be a ball in. The handball was definitely on, though, and he went for the bounce.
Yeah, but he could have run around. He was free.
He tries it again.
No, the ball wouldn't bounce. A bit soft grass. He tried to get the extra distance, no doubt, to try to get to Rick Davies on a one out. It was out of bounds. Peter Mead's going to bounce the ball. Didn't hear the bounce. The umpire's signal. Crowd very excited here at Football Park, and the ball just tapped out of bounds. Now they're bounds. The umpire gets his turn.
I don't know how many are here, but they're roaring. They won't be able to talk in the morning. Spiel and Cousins. Here's a chance for Hollis. Great touch again. Went to handball that time. Didn't trust the ball. Norton. Norsworthy. Mobbs is getting a few kicks again. Long one.
This is his man, Heinrich.
Downs has got it in front of Edwards, and he takes the mark.
Heinrich dropping back into the defensive action there for Sturt. Downs taking the mark in front of Edwards, coming up to the play. Long kick to the big fellow. He's dropped it though. Cousins can't take. He's holding the man there against the Central's player. Peter Reid in the front spot. Besieged. It's a very tight game. About 10 minutes left. It's anyone's game still at the stage.
Van Dommel and Heinrich together there, having a shoving match. Davies against Pasenko, and also Cousins. Bad bounce, thumped away by Central. Wilson's handball, excellent to Hutton. Hutton will go to Pfeiffer. The little bloke will try and run around. He gets it back to Wilson. Quick tackle, too high. Wilson will take a free kick from centre half forward. Van Dommel hates the decision.
Yes, Wilson fell over in front of him. In the old days, we used to call that rabbiting. Fall over in front of the player and he trips over the top of you. He could have tapped that on actually, Bruce.
Yes, he had Smith.
He just laid it off to him, still.
This is the most important kick Wilson's had today.
I don't know.
He kicks a goal, it is. Drop punt by Wilson has gone through for a goal. Sturt in front after 18 minutes. That's his first to Wilson. What a game it is. 18-15, 17-15 to 17-14. A point the difference.
Oh, gee, it is a wonderful game. Sturt again proving that they are wonderful competitors down here at Football Park. Since Football Park began in 1974, they haven't lost too many games here. And today, they fought back. It's a credit to them, win, lose or draw at this stage. If they lose, they'll be very despondent, I would say.
Well, Central District will be disappointed too after leading by 10 goals at one stage. Spiel won the tap. That's the second time he's done it. Smith's handball to Hutton. They want to get more than a goal in front. A high one. Davies and Vasenko. McKay, here's a chance for Zubernick. He's going to kick a goal. The Double Blues are 7 points in front. Zubernick kicks his third. And Sturt are 18-15 to 17-14.
Well, you can see what happens when you've got the champ at full forward. Central District paying every sort of attention. Pasenko pushing him in the back. Someone else coming in from the side, trying everything in their power to stop the big fellow getting the ball. But as always is the case, someone has to be left on the ground, and if Sturt can get the ball in on a one out, that fellow on the ground will pick up umpteen kicks if Rick is prepared to hold his ground and fight it out with these other two players.
Cousins has got to lift himself now because Spiel's thumped it twice toward the goal. Ball up again. Spiel, Cousins, Heinrich took it. Motley set him up a bit. Cousins did it beautifully. Robbed the player, set it up for Edwards. Edwards to Wilson. Wilson will have a shot. Casey trapped it. He had Rusiak in the goal square. Wilson didn't use him and it'll be a ball in.
That was a good play there. Gee, Peter Motley, that was a bad handball to Peter Motley and he recovered that. Well done, Motley. Gave them a bit of a chance, but the big fella Cousins, he followed on his knock. True ruckman fashion.
Bubner against Casey. There's 7 points the difference.
Mobb's coming in to have a go here too. He wants to get a chance to have a shot at the goal for his team. Bytheen's got the ball towards Norsworthy. They want a goal, Central District. Plays it in front of himself. And it'll be a ball up. An unbelievable performance by Sturt. They were down and out 15 minutes into the second quarter. They trailed 4-6 to 14-8. My prediction was 10 goals. At this stage, they're 7 points in front. Central's needing a goal to get back into it. And they're not without a chance. Mobbs has put his hand on it. Blocked by Pake. Motley. Derrington, one of Sturt's very best players, played an excellent. Radbone flies, but the Central player marked it. Chris Radbone had the run then and pulled up on the run in for the ball.
Peter Krieg from centre half forward. Long high punt towards the goal square. Bytheen sets himself over the top. Pake. Casey runs it through. It's an important point though.
Yes.
Centrals are within a goal.
Still got to get it across this half forward line.
21 minutes gone of the last quarter. 18-15 to 17-15. Casey looks for Spiel.
It's a shocker of a kick. Ray Wilson stayed down. The kick was so bad, in fact. It's travelled on, and Wilson's after him. He's holding ball. No, it's play on. It was holding man if it wasn't holding ball. And Sturt get a very, very lucky free kick. Very lucky free kick.
Liversley a bit unlucky there. Wilson hung on to him.
Very unlucky. If he bounced the ball, I missed the actual disposal. He's holding ball. If he handballed the ball, he's definitely holding the man. I'd have to have a look at a replay to decide. The umpire hasn't got the privilege of that. And Wilson into half forward. It took Hollis, who's played very well in that position. Davies out there with him. Derrington unloaded. And Central District managed to just cause a stalemate on the half-back flank.
22 minutes of the last quarter gone. Vasenko and Zubernick together. It's a goal the difference. Sturt 18-15 to 17-15. It'll be Davies and Cousins. They set themselves. Davies has had a big impact on the game. Straight down Derrington's throat. Little kick around the corner and it'll be a ball in, but they've gained 25 metres.
Sturt need a score. They've got to get it somehow over the line. There's a big space on the far side of the ground. If Central's get it across there on a run out, there'll be some hard work to do for some players to run at the ball.
Cousins and Davies. Davies a backhander beautifully. Smith back to Davies. Davies to Hutton. Hutton can go short. Smothered magnificently off the boot by Pryor. Back to Hollis. Hollis finds some space. Runs around. Shot by Hollis to the goal front. Standing back, Norton.
He needed a score. They needed a behind.
Goes short.
And here's that space I was telling you about, Bruce. They're running into it. They'll go all the way too.
Van Dommel over the top to Krieg.
Spill's been dragged
Back
into the
to Van
play.
Dommel.
He's held him up for a second. They've had to go wide. It's given a bit of a chance for the Sturt defence to hold up, and Central's are out of bounds almost.
Wilson
Mobbs.
beautifully to Mobbs.
He's holding. No, he's got strength. And he's straightened up for the goal, and he's kicked it.
He's got it. Magnificent play by Wilson over the back to Mobbs. And Mobbs from half-forward flank has made it level, 18-15 each after the 23rd minute mark, and Hicks wants a little more. Bubner against Spill, 23 and a half minutes. Magnificent game of Australian football. Rusciak thumped on by Radbone. Reid, Hutton from centre half forward with a long one. Davies has got it. One out Davies would beat anybody in Australia, and he's taken against Paseko in the goal square.
On the chest, would you mind? With the worst kick you've ever seen in your life, it would have been floating at him from all directions. Just dropped it onto the bread basket. Magnificent take by the big fellow. He's pushed himself today.
Kicked 3 goals too. He'll kick this as far as he can into the lake.
Whoever, I hope not. He needs a bit of control. You know what he's likely to do if he's done that. He hit the post for Hawthorn last year on the goal line.
He's got it. Almost into the lake. That's Davies' fourth. The Double Blues are 4 goals to Davies. They're 19-15 to 18-15, and we're almost into time on.
Well, Sturt have just got a slight edge in their game at the moment, and that edge comes through their handball. It's a delight to see them. They actually get that ball across quickly, and Russell Hutton on that occasion with a magnificent half volley take from half forward. Even though he didn't receive the perfect handball, he was given the opportunity, moved through the ball, and placed it into the goal square for Rick Davies. 1 out.
About to enter time on. Spiel will run straight against Bubner. Bad bounce. Shepherding by Van Dommel. Quick handball towards Pryor. Pryor towards half forward. Edwards, it'll go over the top to him. 1 bounce, he's got a steady. Edwards, a bad kick, and Casey marks.
Gee, it's tight, Bruce.
Unbelievable kick by Edwards. He was 20 metres out and he couldn't make the distance.
Casey's got to get his composure, though. They mustn't rush into it just unconsciously. It's a beautiful kick out the half-back. And Myers makes by Motley. Motley with the ball on the half-back flank for Sturt. Got a chance to relieve, just take the pressure off for a moment. He's miskicked also. It's everywhere. Frank Spill's gone. He's keeping net. The handball's missed. Sturt in with a chance now. Hollis has taken it. It's that handball, Bruce, as I've said to you. The ball finds the body, and that's where Sturt are just having an edge at the moment. They're able to find the body. They need a behind.
19-15 to 18-15. A goal the difference. The bounce in the centre square. 1 minute of time on gone. Spill and Bubner. Quick kick by Krieg. Derrington did it beautifully. Motley's handball was first class to Radbone. Smothered off the boot. Desperation. Spill. Shepherded by Wilson. Reid's got it.
Free kick.
Play on. Livesey tries to get around. Handball to Bubner. Bubner with a quick left footer. Downs and Edwards. Thumped on by Edwards. Downs and Edwards. It's sitting up towards Krieg. Krieg over the top. Here's Norsworthy. Bad kick. They've made some bad errors. Casey. Handball over the top to Pake. Twice they've missed an open goal, Central Districts, in the last minute. Pake's kick, not far enough, but Rusciak missed it. Radbone's got it. Van Dommel, Radbone over to Derrington. Derrington over the top to Smith. Smith steadies. Davies will set himself. 2 against him. Over the top. Trigg runs back on it. Handball away to Basenko. Will it sit up? Quick kick by Basenko. Wilson's got the run of it. Wilson from centre wing. Short to Davies, and he's not.
Davies has jumped up in the air. It's no good jumping yet. He's got a score.
Norsworthy and Edwards have missed golden opportunities.
They certainly have. Bit of panicking, you see. These are the situations. Ray Wilson then, you saw him when he ran into that kick. He actually just slowed down and just, when the play was on, gently finished it off. Rick Davies must score.
He's kicked 4 goals today, Davies. Drop punt by the Sturt captain has gone through. The double blues are 2 in front. Davies lifts himself. 27 and a half minutes. I don't think Central can get back.
There's plenty of time, Bruce. He's a great game. If Sturt can get back from 10 behind, then the Central's boys can get back from 2. They've played magnificently well. They've tried like crazy all day. But it's the Blues, just that little bit of handball and run on. It's amazing. Their precision is terrific, and it's an absolute credit to them the way they play.
Bubner and Spill. Hicks needs something extra now from Central District. They need a goal very, very quickly. Spill won it. Hearn's quick handball was smothered. Central District work it back to Hearn. Hearn towards full forward. Great mark by the defender Pake, and that might just do it at the 28-minute mark. 2 goals in front.
Sturt are running. Spill's really moving now. He's giving it, lay it back. They're in with it. He can't touch the ball. Beautiful judgment, Trevor Rowe. That was a certain run on for Sturt, but he judged it beautifully, and he brings the ball in over the half-forward line. Spoiled away by Downs. Wilson going for the ball. Gives the handball to Pake. He's played a magnificent. He can move, that young man. Zubrnik waits for him to run on, and he hasn't let him down. He's moving up the ground. Finds Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer going for the full face of the big fella, but it's too short. That short kick again. Played the short one instead of the long kick.
He had Hutton loose at centre half forward also, but McKay's got it.
It's over the other side of the ground. There's a player, Norton, on his own. He ignores him.
Reed's going to take a mark, and Sturt have steadied at the 29-minute mark. They've got it 1. 2 goals in front.
Peter Reid will have to learn that kick there. Could have put it on the body. May not have been allowed to take that mark.
Drop punt by Reid towards centre half forward. McKay sets himself at the back and he takes the mark, but Central District must move the ball quickly.
So Sturt have got to show a bit more desperation up forward.
McKay from the back pocket with a screw punt. He looks towards Edwards. Edwards takes a splendid mark on the centre wing. He's got to move it quickly. Downs creeps over the mark. Edwards will kick the ball towards centre half forward. Rushak tries to get into the spot. Whittlesey takes the mark. He's got Zubrnik, but he'll steady. There's almost 30 minutes gone. Sturt are 20-15 to 18-15.
Got Spill to kick it to.
Long kick.
It's over his head. Davies coming from the back. Oh, good take off hands by Hearn. Hearn kicking down the wing, close to the boundary line, just running in that direction and out of bounds in front of the member stand at Football Park.
What a magnificent duel it's been between Edwards and Downs. 2 great young players. They're both tired as they saw that ball go out of bounds. Spiel and Bubner. Bubner over the top. Thumped on by Van Dommel. Downs and Greg Edwards. Quick handball was smothered.
Free kick to Spill.
And Spill will take the free kick on the centre wing. Spill will take it on the centre wing. It's 20-15 to 18-15. And there it is, a magnificent game. Sturt have won. They've made an unbelievable comeback to win 20-15 to 18-15 after being 10 goals down at one stage in the second quarter, and they're still top of the ladder.
Yes, an excellent win by Sturt. They trailed by 64 points at one stage, 20-15 to 18-15. Davies kicked 5 goals, Derrington 4, Zubrnik and Smith both 3. For Central Districts, Rushak and Wilson 4 each, Gillies 2, Bubner 2 and Norsworthy 2. And after the game, I spoke to Jim Derrington. Well, Jimmy, that's an unbelievable performance to come from 10 goals down.
Yes, it was probably our best performance for the year, especially when you consider we had our main playmakers for the year out. The young blokes really rallied today, and they never gave up, even when we were all those goals behind. It was a real good effort today.
And to the credit of you, I thought you...
To Sturt's credit, Spiel and Davies got them the big percentage of the ball to lift the confidence of their running players and for them to win the game.
Darryl, your running players in Krieg, Mobbs and Gillies were very effective in the first half, not so good in the second half.
No, that's true. They were controlled in the second half, and we did introduce Rene Van Dommel as a booster, and I thought he played quite well, but we weren't quite good enough in the second half.
Darryl Hicks told me after the game that he was going for a long